Hey everyone, it is Christ's Watchdog. Why are there not more people talking about international students in Canada, the land of the maple leaf, breathtaking landscapes, and struggling international students? Hundreds of thousands flock to Canada, dreaming of a brighter future. They pay hefty tuition fees and bring fresh perspectives. But behind the facade lies a system that often exploits them. International students are sold a dream, a world-class education. But the reality can be harsh. Many find themselves trapped in low-wage jobs and high living costs. They're treated as cash cows, paying higher fees than domestic students. It's time to stop treating international students as walking ATMs. Exploiting them isn't just morally wrong, it's economic suicide. Let's talk about money, honey. Or rather, the lack of it. International students often find themselves in a financial pressure cooker. They're charged significantly higher tuition fees than their Canadian counterparts. We're talking 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times higher. Many students are forced to take on multiple low-paying jobs just to make ends meet. And here's the kicker. International students are often excluded from scholarships, bursaries, and other forms of financial aid. This economic exploitation is not just unfair, it's unsustainable. Finding affordable housing in Canada, that's tough enough for anyone these days. But for international students, it can feel like an impossible mission. Many international students arrive in Canada only to find themselves caught in a cutthroat housing market. They're competing with a growing population, limited rental options, and sky-high prices. The lack of affordable housing options often forces students into overcrowded, unsafe, or poorly maintained accommodations. They might end up sharing a tiny apartment with strangers, living in a basement with questionable plumbing, or commuting for hours from a distant suburb. This adds another layer of stress and financial burden on students already struggling to make ends meet. Building more affordable housing options for students is crucial. Remember, a safe and stable living environment is essential for academic success. Section 4. Trapped in the system. The PGWP paradox. You've paid the exorbitant tuition fees, survived the housing hunt, and managed to graduate with your degree. The Post-Graduation Work Permit, or PGWP, program, while designed to help international students gain Canadian work experience, often becomes another hurdle in their path. The duration of the work permit is often tied to the length of their program. 2 years is often not enough time to gain meaningful work experience, repay student loans, and save enough money to meet the requirements for permanent residency. Canadian employers often prefer to hire candidates with Canadian work experience, but how are international students supposed to gain that experience if their work permits are too short? If their PGWP expires before they can secure permanent residency, they face the possibility of having to leave the country. Extending the duration of work permits and providing pathways to permanent residency for international students are crucial steps in the right direction. Section 5. A call for change, protecting the vulnerable and building a better future. It's time to stop treating international students like commodities and start treating them like human beings. They're not just walking dollar signs, They're individuals with hopes, dreams, and aspirations. Exploiting vulnerable students is not the Canadian way. We pride ourselves on being a welcoming and inclusive society. The Canadian government needs to step up and address the systemic issues that are failing international students. Investing in international students is investing in Canada's future. By creating a more supportive and inclusive environment, we can attract the best and brightest minds from around the world and build a stronger, more prosperous Canada for everyone.